I'm Ben Hooper, and this is Weekend Odds and Ends, a special Friday edition of the UPI Odd News Minute for November 11th, 2025. Welcome to Weekend Odds and Ends, our weekly roundup of the missed odd opportunities that didn't quite make this week's podcasts. First up, an animal rescuer in Britain was dispatched to an Amazon depot to remove a fox found trapped in the engine compartment of a delivery van. The RSPCA said Inspector Hershey Bowl was dispatched to the Amazon depot in Derby after a driver for the company spotted a warning light on his dashboard and checked the engine to find a fox hiding among the mechanical components. Bowl was able to manipulate the fox into a safer position and extract her from the engine. The engine warning light turned out to have been triggered by the fox chewing on some wires. The animal was taken to a local veterinarian to be treated for a wound on her tail and a minor burn on her back leg. Bowl said, "Being trapped in a hot engine could have ended very differently for this young fox, but thankfully her injuries were minor and she's expected to make a full recovery. We have no idea how long she'd been in the engine for. Potentially she could have had a long and scary journey trapped in there, so it was a relief to get to her in time." Moving on from special deliveries to oceanic mysteries, a mysterious bubbling off the California coast sparked speculation of submarine activity or flatulent whales, before being revealed as mundane construction. Residents of the Hermosa Beach area spotted the bubbling in the water this week, sparking speculation of phenomenon including bluefin tuna activity, submarines in the area, alien visitors, or even farting whales. The answer turned out to be work on fiber optic lines that cross the Pacific Ocean from California to Asia. Rick Deviney, who is overseeing the contract work, said Meta, the parent company of Facebook, is planning to add a line in the coming months, and part of the preparation process is blowing air through the line to ensure ducts are working properly. Meanwhile, on the beauty beat, a New York woman's afro was certified as the world's largest, measuring 6 feet 2.87 inches in circumference, and she was officially crowned by her predecessor. Avon Dugas, who earned the title for the largest afro on a living person in 2010, visited a New York hair salon to officially pass the torch to new record holder Jessica Martinez. Martinez's mane of curls measures 11.42 inches tall, 12.2 inches wide, and 6 feet 2.87 inches in circumference. Dugas, who was named a Guinness World Records icon this year, said she was proud to pass on the title she held for 15 years. She said, "What I hope people will think when they see us meet is that at the end of the day, I love myself, she loves herself, and we're both just trying to get people to love themselves. It's not a competition, it's literally all love." Martinez said she used to have her hair professionally relaxed until middle school, and then she stopped straightening it altogether during her freshman year of college. She said, "My last silk press was my freshman year in college, which I believe in 2014, and I remember I straightened my hair, and I looked in the mirror, and it reminded me of 12-year-old Jess, and I just knew, this is not you. There's nothing flat about you. You have a lot of personality." And after that, I just went cold turkey. And finally, in other record-breaking feats, a Swedish man said his kids inspired him to stuff 81 matches up his nostrils and earn a Guinness World Records title in the process. 42-year-old Martin Strobe told Guinness World Records his children were enamored by the latest edition of the organization's book, and they told him it would be so cool if he broke a record of his own. Strobe went through lists of records until he landed on the most matches held in the nose, which stood at 68. He said, "After doing the trial run, I discovered I could both stretch my nostrils a lot and also ignore the pain from putting all those matches in there. So I would say I'm a natural. I did, however, try to find a good technique because matches kept falling out of my nostrils. 3 inserted matches meant 1 or 2 falling out. I did some more trial runs and did eventually find a technique I could utilize to minimize the number of matches falling out. He ended up successfully taking the record with 81 matches. For these stories and more national, international, sports, entertainment, science, and odd news from United Press International, visit UPI.com. Follow the UPI Odd News Minute on YouTube and TikTok. Has your personal style evolved since you were young, or has it stayed more or less the same? Let us know in the comments.